Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to start working on the album, but I just wanted to quickly say, as I was editing the video that I did for the box, I realized that I think I do want to put a postage stamp. That's me, Sashi. Onto here. I think it'll make it look cool. And I also figured out how I could put the rope to make it look like rope there. So I've got this. I'm going to try this string because it's a little thicker and I think it may hold better, you know. So my thinking is to put a longer string down, right, and let it dry and then cut it. I think that's going to work better. As I was watching, I was like, oh, that's what I should do. I should just lay it on there, cut a longer string, you know, try not, you know, I don't have to get it precise, but just get it on there, and then I'll cut it off. And this is way thicker. I don't know if this is going to work because this is so thick. Here, let's try it this way. But I think it'll work. And let it dry. And then I can cut it when it gets good and dried on there. That's my thinking anyway. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll try it. We'll try it. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. Alright, and then the more I looked at this over here, I was like, okay, I really do want this stamp thing. And I got this at Joann's. And I think I'm going to use, it's supposed to go on a rolly thingy, I think, but I don't have that. And I was like, you know, it doesn't really matter. And it actually would probably be cool if I did something like that. Let me get my, well, let's see. I have some black ink. Well, no, I don't want to use that black ink. I want to use my Memento, I think. Black ink. If I can find it. Of course, the minute that I turn off the thing, I find it. Okay, I think I'm going to use, it has George Washington on it, which is kind of funny. Okay, I need to take, okay. I had to take a phone call, so I kind of let this dry a little bit because I don't want it to be, let's see, where do I want it though? Maybe like this. Yeah, see, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. I will maybe even up here. I just felt like it needed something here. And I don't want it too, like, in your face, like you can't even tell what that is, though. Let's see if oh, Gina. Well, damn it. Look what I just did. Oh, no. That's no good. No bueno. Let's see if the wipe will get that up better. Baby wipe. Okay, cool. The baby wipe got that up. Yay. Okay. I think because of the kind of stamp it was. Let me hit that with the I didn't want to hit it too long because it started bubbling up my thing. Because look, this is the heat gun I have. It's like a true heat gun. It strips paint. So I use it on low setting, which is fine for embossing. But like for something like this, I probably need a hairdryer. So I think I'm gonna, you know, start using a hairdryer for that and just use that for embossing because it works great for embossing. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see, I just feel like it needs even another one though, like up here somewhere though. I guess that's good. Alright, we'll just let that dry. Alright, so I'm putting the box to the side. Yay! Okay, I'm going to go ahead and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make the cover and then I'm going to build my pages before I put like my flips and shakers and everything else on it. I think it will be easier for me to do it that way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've already cut these out and I've already put the vintage photo around the edges. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my score tape and just go around the edges here. And then I can put my paper on it and cover it that way. So I'm going to put score tape on both pieces and then okay, so I've got the score tape on both pieces, and what I'm going to do is one piece at a time. I'm going to take the backing off of the four corners, the four pieces that I just did. And I'm going to put glue on it just to make sure I have a little bit of time to move it if I need to. And then I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. The reason I'm doing it this way is I'm not putting a spine on this. I saw like a ring, kind of like this would be two ringed, but just to use rings as your spine. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that. Let me give that a try. And so that's the way I'm going to build it. So I want to make sure my pages are going to be secured good before I, put anything else on it. This is the paper that I decided to use. I think it's beautiful. I love it. So all I'm going to do is lay it down, and I'm going to try to get this on here as best as I can. You know what? I think I'm going to just do it this way. And then I'll just cut it out. It's a lot easier than to try to figure out to get it, Give it a good smush down. It doesn't go anywhere. Clean that out. And get my cloth knife out. I'm hoping this is going to work. Like I said, this is only, I've only done 2 albums and they were pretty straightforward, and so this one is, my 3rd one. So I'm hoping that it's going to work out better. Alright. Well, I didn't put that on very straight, but I think it'll be okay. I'm just using this as leverage. I think I've got every toy there is to get now. I don't think there's any more toys to get. That is not crazy expensive. There's a scanning thingy that you can scan a stamp or anything and it will cut it out. It's my brother, but oh my, it's like $300. I'm like, okay, well that's on my wish list that I will probably not ever get. Okay, there we go. Now you're being difficult over here. Did I not go down that way? I think I did. This one. Okay, so there's the cover. One cover, anyway. And so, let me do that. I'm going to do that exact same thing for the back cover. Okay, so I've got them cut out. And now I'm just going to go around the edges with some of this vintage photo ink. Okay, that's going to be my back. This will be my front cover. Okay, so I think that's good. And now what I want to do is I've got my inside already cut out. I'm using this and it should go perfectly right in here. And it does. So that's good. Okay. And I'm just gonna ink the sides of these as well. The only thing that I've used out of the template, out of the keepsake template, is this. That's it. The rest I've had to, oh, and for the pages I am using the template on that because I want it to fit into the box, so I needed to make sure I made it big enough. But like for the flips and belly bands and the pockets and stuff like that, there's no template. I'm just gonna have to create that on my own, so wish me luck on that because I've never done that. So so alright, now I'm just gonna, you know, do the old glue thing on the cover. So I've got them done, right, front and back. So now I'm gonna punch the holes in it. Now I have this, yeah, it's a little office thing, and at first I was just going to use it, right, because I'm like, eh, but then the more I thought about it, I'm like, I don't know, man, look, it wouldn't even, oh, I'm so glad, I am so glad I went ahead and bought a Crop-A-Dile. So let me get that sucker out. Okay, hold on. So this is the first time I've ever used one of these things, so, I mean, not, you know, I've used hole punchers, but not like this. So I got We Are Memory Keepers, the Crop-A-Dile. I just got this one because I think this is all I'm going to really need. Okay, so after messing with it, I've decided I think I know what I need to do. But these are going to be my pages, right? Some I'm not going to have it a pocket. I'm just going to have it look like this. But then another page will be a pocket. And it's like, unlike when I made it originally, you know, if you're making this with a spine, like how it's supposed to be done, you take off these tabs, right? And so the spine goes here, the hinge does for it to flip. All right, since I'm not going to do it that way, I've got to keep this bottom part on there in order, you know, for it to be a pocket, because I still want a pocket here. But because I'm using rings, I needed that. I'm thinking, now mind you, I've not ever done this, so I'm thinking this is what I'm going to need to do. So I don't want this to go, you know, further in. I don't want it to go over that, or it's not going to work. So I kind of had to, wrong one, I want the bigger one. And I feel like that is a good spot, right? It's a good thing there. So now what I want to do is, oh good, no. What did that come off of? Probably the back side of this one. I wrote little cheat notes to know what I wanted it to look like. I kind of went ahead and planned out, but I didn't mock it up this time. I'm just planning it out. Okay, so with that said, now I want to punch it this way, and I do have eyelets. I did buy some eyelets, so I do want to punch it, and I'm only going to put 2 holes in it because I don't think, I mean, it's, you know, 1, 2, 3. And now I think I just want to. I don't know. Do I do? Here, I'm going to put you on pause and let me think if I want 1, 2, or 3. No, you know what? I am going to put 3. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to put some heavy stuff in here. Well, not heavy, but you know, I'm putting 5 pages. I'm going to have some shakers. I'm going to have some, the clear pages again. So I think I would feel better if I had 3 rings. So I am going to put 3 rings in it. I am. I definitely am. Yes, I am. Alright, let's see. What do I need to use? Alright. I just want to mark it. So this is the center here. I mean, I already know how far up I want it to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit the one in the middle. That's what I'm going to do. I got my little dot. It's kind of hard to see. Alright, so I got one there. Okay, and now I want the other ones to come about probably a centimeter over from the edge. I go a centimeter there. Centimeter over on this side will get me right here. I hope y'all can see. Of course you can. Centimeter will get me here. About right there. Now, let me bring it down so I can see what I'm doing. Just so I know. And then a centimeter on this side will get me right here. Let's see if that looks good. So I got a centimeter there and a centimeter there. Okay. I just cannot. I can't work with centimeters. I'm sorry. Alright, so that's 1/2 inch. What if I went 1/2 inch over? Maybe I shouldn't. And then another 1/2 inch over. Well, I like that better. Right there. I think I like that better. So I'm going to go 1/2 inch over. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And then I'll go 1/2 inch over this way. About right there. An inch over that way. Okay, so there we go. So I got my 3 holes. And now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Oh, I almost did a boo-boo. Here, I'm going to do it this way. That way I know that I'm doing it right. Now I'm just going to mark in these little holes. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Lordy, lordy. Sorry. Whoa, I got off. Cut off. It's okay. Alright, so now I'm going to just mark those holes. Line them up. Come on, come out. There. All right. So I've got that. now what I want to do, right? Let me make sure. Oh no, I did it right. I was about to cry. All right, so let me get the class. Oh well, before I forget, back to the crocodile. I got it at Joann's. They were on sale 40% off, but make sure, because when I went to the register, it wasn't taking 40% off. So, but you know, we're talking about Joann's, so they adjusted it immediately. They didn't even argue with me about it, which is why I love Joann's. And then I had a 20% off on everything. So I got it even cheaper, because at first I wasn't going to get it because I was waiting for a I had a 50% off coupon. I'm like, well, I'll just wait till it's not on sale. But then I was like, but I have a teacher's discount. And I'm like, you know what? That'd be about the same. You know, and I'm so glad I got it, because I was going to definitely need it for this, obviously. And but then he was so nice, and he was like, you know, there's a 20% off. And I'm like, well, I don't have that. And he was like, you should have got a text. And I was like, well, you know, I did yesterday, and I checked my messages, but it was only 50% off. I'm like, well, I have 50. He goes, text Inspire every like couple of days and you'll get new coupons. And I was like, get out. And so that's what I did, and sure enough, there the 20% came, and then it was less than 50% off by that time. So I got a great deal on it. I mean, I got that for like 13 bucks. So it's a good tool. I mean, so hey. All right. So I had already bought these, and I'm pretty sure I got them when they were on sale, when there was a 40% off sale on these. So I was going to use these, which I still am, but I'm not going to use it out of here. They had these at Joann's on clearance for $2.97, and of course I got 20% off of that. So I'm going to use these because they're all the same color, and this is actually the color that I want to use. So I just want to check to make sure that they're going to work. And I mean, I know they will, but I just want to see what it's going to look like. Yeah. That'll work. And I do have eyelets, so let me put the eyelets in. Again, I don't know how this crocodile thing works. I've put eyelets in manually with a, what is that thing called? Grommet? I've done grommets and stuff like that. So, and again, I got this at Joann's. I'm probably going to use that as my closure. Okay, those are the grommets that I got, or the eyelets. And I ended up getting these at the, I mean, I know it doesn't match exactly, but it's close enough. But I'm using this as a closure, I think. And so they really match. But I got this at Joann's, but I got it in the sewing area, because I couldn't find any eyelets that were this color in the scrapbooking. All I found was like ugly gold and silver. So I'm like, oh no, I need these. And I'm hoping that these will, oh lordy, these might be too big. Hold on, I think they're too big. They are too big. I mean, I'm going to keep them. I thought that the crocodile, if I would have really looked, went up to 1/4 of an inch, but it doesn't. This one only goes, what, 1/8 and 3/16? So, yeah. Okay, well that's okay. I think it'll still work. I think I've seen it where people don't put eyelets in it. I mean, the chipboard's thick enough. I think it'll be okay. We'll hope. We'll see. Okay, so let's just move on. Now I want to build the pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the order that I want them in, like this. Because the reason why I want to go ahead and build the pages, punch the holes in them, is because, you know, it's going to be kind of like that, right? It'll end up being like that. So when I do my matting, or not my matting, but because I'll go ahead and mat them too. What I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and ink around these, make the mats for them, and put the mats on and all that kind of stuff to get them ready. because once, you know, I put the holes in them, they're going to be about like this, right? And so when I make my pockets and my flips, I'm going to have to take that into consideration with the flappies. You know, like I can't have a flap coming out to here is what I'm trying to say. So I think it'll be okay. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, and I thought it was a cool idea. So, all right, so that's what I'm going to work on now, is I'm just going to go ahead and ink these on the edges, and I need a new thing. This thing is awful. But, so I'm going to ink these all the edges, and I'm going to cut out the mats and glue the mats on, and then we'll start building the pages. Okay, so I got the pages matted, and so now I just need to get them punched. And so I want to make sure that I'm pretty even. Hello.
Hey, babe.
Okay, so what I did is I'm putting it probably, wait, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, like this. Ah! So I put it pretty much like that, right? And so, and then I've made my mark. Well, poo. There we go. And then I've made my marks in it, right? And I think that's going to be good right there. And then what I want to do is I'm going to get my Crop-A-Dile out again. And, let's see. Barry just got home. He's talking with Amanda. And I want to go ahead and it needs to be about right there. So I'm going to move this up as far as it'll go, I think. Yeah. Ugh, come on, get out. Okay. Because I do want it more like that, right? So there we go. Well, it will actually go like this. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to use this one because it is my template. And I'm just going to line it up. And I will do the holes. And this page is my pocket page that I did. So I want to make sure I didn't want it to go over that. Okay, and it stayed solid. So there we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm just going to do that on the rest of these, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got everything punched, and now it's time to put it together. Which, you know, is relatively simple. Now watch this be the hardest thing ever to do. Just because I said it was simple to do. It'll be like, really? I'll show you. Okay. There's one ring. Should be able just to go right through all of them. And the last one. Okay, there we go. And there is our album. Now we can build the pages and just making sure everything is in there. And now we can build our pages. Isn't that cute? All right. And it will fit into our box nicely. So that's nice. So I'm just gonna set it in there. Oh, these are dry. Let's see if this will work. All right, there you go. That's cute. All right. So now all we have to do is build our pages. So I will do a video for each page. All right, y'all. Well, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for probably 5 more parts because I have 5 pages to do. All right, y'all. Y'all be good to one another. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it. And if you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you like and you subscribe my videos, it just lets YouTube know that, you know, people are interested, and then I can get recommended, and then that can help grow my channel, and I would really appreciate that. So, yeah, and if you have subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you, and hit the little bell, and you'll get notified every time I post a video. All right, y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.